Hey there, I'm Jennifer Houghton, and today I'm going to talk about using your posture to reduce neck pain. One of the big causes of neck pain is this kind of posture. And this kind of posture happens over time. The weight of the head is affected by gravity, and things start to jet forward. And this happens more if you sit a lot, and it's happening a lot more with kids because they're spending a lot of time looking at devices. So what's going on here is the back of your neck is getting shortened. All those muscles are getting shortened. The front of the neck is getting overly elongated, and the chin is tilting upwards. In the fronts of the shoulders, all of the muscle and the tissue and the bones are getting compressed. There's no room for the collarbone to move properly. The lungs are getting compressed. And also the nerves and the blood that flow down through the shoulder into the arm and down into the wrist and hand, that's getting impinged. So this kind of a posture can be a cause of carpal tunnel syndrome. The other thing that's happening in the back of the neck is the backs of the vertebrae are getting tilted towards each other. Instead of sitting squarely on top of each other, the backs of the vertebrae are tipping towards each other. And that leaves less room for the discs. The disc can start to get pinched. Also, nerves will start to get pinched. And when you're trying to rotate your head, it's not going to happen as smoothly if your discs are pinched, or if your vertebrae are tilted back towards each other. If they're stacked nice and level, the head rotation is going to be a lot more comfortable and it's going to be a lot more functional. The other thing that's happening when we take this posture is the muscles in the upper back and the shoulders are starting to get elongated in like a tense kind of a way, and they'll start to atrophy, which means they're not going to function as well as they should. So I'm going to show you some tips for how to take yourself out of that posture and get functioning better. So we're going to go from here to here. So you're going to think about lengthening the back of your neck. And another thing that you can think about, you can imagine that your chin is like a drawer and you're going to press it backwards. You want to do this when you're looking in a three-way mirror, or you've got a little mirror where you can see yourself sideways. Because if you try and do this without looking, you're never going to get this position right. So you're drawing your chin back, you're elongating the back of your neck. You're going to lift your shoulders up, roll them back and down, and let them settle down in a nice relaxed way. So rather than forcing them down and overstretching these muscles in a tense way, let the shoulders settle in. The other thing that you can practice is lifting your breastbone up towards the sky. Once you get here, you're going to feel a little bit like Frankenstein. It's not going to feel like a natural position. So we want to make this feel natural. And you can use your breath to do that. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale with a sigh. And let yourself soften into this position. Remind yourself to do this a few times a day. So now I'm going to show you some techniques so that you can build this into your muscle memory and build it into your nervous system so that it becomes a habit over time, getting out of this habit and getting into this habit. The first technique is sitting against the wall. So coming into sitting against the wall, you want to make sure that your buttocks go against the wall. And if that doesn't happen because you've got tight hamstrings or tight gluteals, you can put a small cushion underneath your buttocks. Make sure it's just underneath your butt and not underneath your knees. Bring the bottom against the wall, and you want to maintain a natural curve in your lower back. That's going to stay natural. You're not going to be trying to push out the curve of your lower back. The backs of your shoulders are going to go against the wall, and the back of your head is going to go against the wall as well. Watch that you're not tipping your chin up. So it's not the top back of your head that goes against the wall, it's the very back. Find that little place for your chin, use some mirrors if you have to, or ask a friend to help you find this place. Shoulders are pressing back, and then once you get into position, full deep breaths. Make sure you're breathing, soften into it. You can practice this position for 1 or 2 minutes a day to build this into your body memory and to build it into your nervous system. Sitting against a wall is a great technique for learning to elongate the spine and learning to stay this way, finding the placement that's right. But we don't sit against the wall all day. This kind of thing also has to be functional. It has to be built into our lives. I like to incorporate movements and techniques when I'm going out for a walk. So when I'm out for a walk, I find that alignment, keep my shoulders relaxed, keep the back of my neck long, press the back of my head back, get the chin aligned, and then as I'm walking, I rotate my head very slowly. If you do it too fast, you'll get dizzy. So walking along, slowly rotating your head from side to side while it's in the proper alignment. The other thing I like to practice while I'm walking is interlacing my hands behind my head and taking my elbows back. Press your head against your hands. So you're going to strengthen those muscles. Walking along, keeping the elbows back, pressing your head back. And you want to make sure while you're doing this that your shoulders aren't squeezing up towards your ears. Let the shoulders relax. If you can't interlace your hands behind your head, that's okay. You can just take your fingertips by the side, press your elbows back, and keep relaxing those shoulders. The third thing I like to do when I'm walking is shoulder rolls. So walking along, doing huge shoulder rolls, going through my full range of motion, all the way back and down, all the way forward, all the way up, and then go the other way. So doing this while you're walking is going to build this into your entire body, so that there's a synergy in the way that your body is functioning and everything works together. So I hope these tips worked for you to help you lessen your neck pain, find better posture. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you.